What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Auto. My name is Martin, and today I'm taking a look at the all-new Lotus Eletre here in Norway. So we have quite a special location, and this is the country where most EVs are sold in the world per head. So yeah, they really like this green stuff over here. Beautiful location for this Lotus. So you wouldn't think SUV if you think Lotus, but they went an entirely different way. I mean, the Eletre is the most important car in Lotus history, I think, as is any SUV with any car brand. Look at the Urus, what it did for Lamborghini. This has to be that, but for Lotus. So I'll just do a lap around it, and I think in this green it is quite an amazing car to look at. Beautiful. I really like the yellow details, that typical Lotus yellow, which looks absolutely awesome with the contrast with the green and the carbon fiber bits, because this has like an optional carbon fiber package and we don't have the digital mirrors, which I think is a good thing. So like a year ago, I think Max made the world premiere video with the Eletre. Go watch it if you haven't. There you can see the car in every little detail, and today I'm just going to tell you what it's like to drive. I don't really know that much about the car. I just got in the car like 2 hours ago. We had some lunch. Then I came across this awesome road, and I just want to share my impressions while driving the car. So anyone I show the car, I show pictures, is like, is that like an electrical Lamborghini Urus? I really get that vibe. It does have like an Urus-y vibe to it. Amrit also agrees, Mr. Car Vlogger. Say hi. There he is. And I borrowed his POV headband because for the first time in history I forgot mine, and then luck would have it that Amrit brought his, so that's just fate. Beautiful wheel design, just nice silver wheels with that black brake caliper, ventilated brake discs on it with 6 piston calipers, so I'm expecting quite impressive brake performance. And it's just the vibrant color of this car really makes it shine, I think. I just love it with the green. That's just me. You know, English cars in green are just a soft spot for me. Beautiful carbon fiber details. As I said, normal mirrors, go for these, because why change something that works absolutely perfectly fine, you know? It's a bit windy here, so I'm just going to go for a quick drive. What I also really like is these big holes right here. They're from the Evija, you know, the electric supercar by Lotus. It acts as a spoiler, so it's for aerodynamics reason, but it's also to release pressure from the wheel well. So we have a big camera LiDAR system right there. Dual spoiler on the roof in black contrasting, which looks pretty cool. And the car looks quite low because of that black contrasting roof, so that's really cool. Let's get inside. Here we have beautiful interior, black and tan, really like that. It has some crazy features like golden buttons everywhere, even in the speakers. And all the toggle switches are also in gold. These little switches on the steering wheel to change the driving mode, and the regenerative braking system. I think it's quite a nice interior, really well designed. You even have a little passenger display right there, like with Ferrari and all the brands that do that nowadays. Lots of space in the back. You can also have like a 2-seat setup for more of a chauffeur car. But all in all, I really like the quality of it. Just the golden stuff that I think it's a bit too much. Okay, let's get driving and let's see what it's like. Pedal right there, you can change drive modes. So let's start in Tour, which is like the standard mode. Beautiful Norwegian countryside here. Really like it over here. It's such a vast country and they have perfect roads. So great choice by Lotus to introduce this car over here. On smooth roads, this car is super fluent and really nice and soft. But it's with like shorter ridges that it's at times a bit harsh. So I don't really like that. But overall the ride quality is really nice. You can definitely feel that you're in a sports car derived electric SUV. It has a bit of playfulness to it. And let's just go over to sport mode. That's what you guys want to see and what I want to feel. Everything tightens up, as is the case with all cars if you go into sport mode. But this one, for the massive SUV it is really impressive. It's really flat and alive. Wow, that is impressive. The cornering of this car, I mean, it's actually fun to drive it. You can really tell that even though a big part of the car is made by Chinese people, we had to go in that direction. Even though the car is made in China, you can really tell that it's a Lotus without looking at the badge. Really, it is a sporty SUV at its best. Handling wise, it is really alive, and for me that was one of the most important things. So we also have an off-road mode, so now it gets really soft, and yeah, suspension goes into its highest setting, and if you surpass a certain speed it will go back to tour mode. But I mean, this isn't like a smooth road. It has a few holes in it, it has a few bumps in it, but you don't feel any of it in the car. It's super fluent. I really like that. That is impressive. One thing that is bothering me is the reflection of the dashboard in the windscreen. It's sometimes when the sun hits it at a certain angle, it's quite irritating. But chassis wise, it is a super impressive car. I mean, the fact that it can handle like that and do this on this kind of road, wow, that I can't think of an SUV that does this in this way. I can actually build some serious speed over here without the car getting unsettled. Not even a bit. Wow. Okay, this is the handling section of my review. Let's go back into sport mode. Oh, sorry about that. Was the wrong pedal. Now let's give it some. So we have 600 horsepower. This is the Eletre S. If you get the R, you get like 900 horsepower. But the 600 horses in this one are just fine, you know, especially if you're already at a certain speed, so not from a standstill. It's pretty nice and zippy, but I wouldn't call it fast. It's a nice amount of power for public roads if you don't demand any serious performance from it. But my god, the handling of the car, that's where they really went all the way. This is so impressive. I mean, I won't tell the speed I'm doing, but and it's so smooth. The smoothness and the like fluentness of the car is what impresses me most. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. I mean, really, if you like nature, go visit Norway. This is beautiful. So on this fastest section, I get why they chose this part to test this car, because on smooth roads this car just comes to life. It is so nice to drive. Seats are quite supportive, not like a super sport seat. So with like high-speed cornering, you would ask or demand for a bit more of a side support, a bit of a higher side bolster maybe. You can also see that the rear spoiler just popped down. So let's do a 0 to 100 measurement. This thing should do 4.6, but I mean, it doesn't feel like a 4.6 to me. But let's check it out. There we go. So the moment you hit the throttle, it's like, okay, nothing's happening, and then it's building power, building power. It does actually do 4.60, as you can see. So even my butt dyno can be deceiving, because you just have this tame launch, and then it's building up speed and power, and it's really making up for the tameness of its launch. So quite impressive actually. Good job, Lotus. And we don't even have a 100% charge right now, so I'm at like, what is it, 65%, and it's still performing as claimed by the factory. So I also really like that. That's quite a big flaw that electric cars have, performance dropping when the charge is dropping. So again, good job. Oh, it is really, guys, it is a fun car to drive. Lotus, I am impressed with it. Tomorrow we're driving the Eletre R, and we'll do a video about that too, of course.
Okay, ready when you are.